Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the UConn Huskies facing the Louisville Cardinals.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
On the floor for UConn, Jordan in at small forward. Martin is out there with Keith, and it's Day in at the 1. Here's Mack. They shoot again, and Sanders, here we go, and the layup is up and in.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. Title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
UConn with the ball. Outside Jordan. Dishes it to Splitter. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Well, Greg, Louisville with 3 college national championships. The first 2 coming in the 80s. Their coach then, Denny Crum.
Yeah, they won 2 back in 80 and then also 86. The program hasn't had a lot of coaching changes. Almost everyone who leads the program stays on for a long time.
Jordan with it. Outside, Martin. Keith passes to Jordan. Fires at the elbow. Connects. The jumper drops. Jordan's got his first 2 points of the night.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
UConn with the ball. After the basket by Louisville, no good. Here's Rozier. And here's Sanders. Here's Mack. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Here is Day. Left side, Jordan. And Sanders pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
They've got Harrell. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Huskies, Jordan, he's in at 3. Keith is out there with Martin, and it's Splitter in at the 5.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
Greg, you mentioned UConn moments ago on their defensive pride. Some great defenders, Clark, have come out of that school.
Yeah, you look at Emeka Okafor and Hasheem Thabit. Both were dominating rim protectors. And even their guards and swingmen get after you defensively.
Now, here is Russell. Payton passes to Hughes. Some nice passing by Louisville here. No good with the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Jennings kicks to Sims. Here's Jordan. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Louisville.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
With the teardrop, here's Thomas. That's in, and he's found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the center, filling out the middle.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And for the Huskies, Jordan, he's in at small forward. Martin is out there with Keith, and it's Splitter in at the center. And for Louisville, you've got White. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then there's Harrell, and it's Mack in at the 5 down low. And that is good. Harrell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cardinals. Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships.
Louisville leading by 6. To the paint, here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Day dishes to Jordan. Splitter sets a screen. Keith passes to Jordan. And that one comes up a bit short.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And Sanders kicks to Mack. And he can extend the lead to double digits. UConn trails by 8. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Outside Jordan. Here's Splitter. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play.
1:36 left here in the second half of the game. On the floor for UConn. Jordan in at the 3. And it's Jennings in at the point. Outside, Russell. Swiped it away. Jordan inside, working on Jones. There's the pick. Jordan kicks to Pierce. And it's Jordan to top the key. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
Pass to Russell. From 10 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Icing on the cake right there, fellas, for what has been just a phenomenal performance.
Greg, if it's pound cake or strawberry shortcake, I need a bite.
Well, go ahead. Take your bite, Greg. Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to let Clark have his bite.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. He's off on the second.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Jordan against Thomas. trying to get back on track. And good, the three-point shot, good from Jordan. Now here's Odom. Posey covering. Reed with the steal. And here's Jordan outside. Can't get it to fall. So Louisville